one more done before you run and go do chores. Um, uh, you know, I understand insecurities in people. I understand them quite completely. I've been abused by uh, jealous, aggressive, violent, narcissistic people my whole life, and they're exceedingly insecure, right? And so, yeah, and they have this way of making you feel like you're wrong or you're bad or you're dumb or you're stupid. Like when you watch Neil deGrasse Tyson talk to the latest Nobel Prize winner, and stuff, you're like, okay, do I, oh, yeah, and you ask yourself if you're as intelligent, it's like you're the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Am I intelligent as these people? They'll take money from mass murderers to do science projects to perpetuate mass murder. You're the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Are you more intelligent than these people? Okay, I'm sorry. I just had a brief moment there. Sorry. It happens. I'm human. And I think it piles up from being abused by these narcissistic turd bags that think that I rule the world. My mind is greater than anybody's. I've got the bowling ball. The coin is in your fucking pocket. You know what I mean? It's Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. So good, so good, right? And so, you get like, it's fucked, right? And, since you shouldn't compare, like Krishnamurti talked about, you shouldn't feel insecure about the way you sing because you don't sing as good as Luther Vandross. You shouldn't feel insecure about the way you dance because you don't dance as good as Fayard and Harold, right? And, I can hold my own. Or I can hold my own. Oh, trust me, I can hold my own. I put the effort in to do like Fayard and Harold did. We all know I could do it. With the things, the flip over the couch and the 12 feet from the basket, and and everybody's sending him to the emergency room. That boy think he bad, right? So I could hold my own. And if I wanted to do something, but the thing is why, it hurts. And I learned that right away when I was young, playing soccer with Mexicans that were mad because I was the man and I was better at soccer than them when I was like in fourth grade. I think fourth grade is when we started doing Coach Sewell PE. And Coach Sewell's thing was like, buck up, kid, tough it up. They're gonna do that. Okay. It wasn't so much, he was just being a man. A man's man, like Steph used to say with me with Patrick. Oh, row Charlie around, he'll be all right. No, I just don't want to be a drama queen. But, I ask him if he's all right, but I was still, oh, poor baby. I said, yeah, all right. Okay, well, don't do that. That'll get your heart, And that's the way more of a dad deals with a mom. It's like, oh, my poor baby. That's how mom is. But a dad is more like, like the bitchy lady with the cat on the coat. Get 2 Band-Aids, right? And dads do it because it's like, they'll make fun of you if you cry. Those, so you got to go, you're going to be okay? Well, don't do that, okay? Look out, son. Be careful. Don't want you to get hurt. I love you, And so dads have to be a little bit different than mothers. Mothers, oh, you're mama's boy. Well, just make sure mom's, like my dad used to say with the stuff with, Mr. Swank with the he's homosexual because I'm a pervert asshole who wants to own women and have black women and have sex with them and mutilate their men because I'm jealous of their genitalia and their sexual prowess or whatever they call it. But it's not, because I was better in bed dinkle man than guys with 9, 12-inch dicks. Yeah, and women were like, it's more fun having sex with you and it felt better having sex with you. I enjoy sex with you and I'm 5 3/4, right? And you can't lie on your dick, right? And everybody poops, right? Not everybody poops. Some people die because they can't poop because they're being poisoned by perverts that are narcissistic and then always go on TV and ask you for money to cure cancer and act like they're smarter than you. Oh, we're in the pit again. Yes, in the pit of purgatory. I go for glory. I'm taking inventory. Counting all the stuff like, right? Only doctors she's seen for. I have nothing against doctors, but I understand that they are obviously caught. Giving Las Cruces is a big educational pill. Right. When you go all the lawyers in town and the one sits there and does the old little black girl from Matlock, yeah, you don't have enough money to even talk to me. I'm like, serious, bitch? I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Okay. David Rockefeller video recording everything. You carried the phone. I don't have one. Okay, so it's, what? Okay, so I always explain that to people. Okay. I do not have a phone. Okay. I have a phone, but it's a computer I use to post on YouTube. I don't carry it as a phone. It does not have phone service, so I don't carry it with me. Okay. You all carry phones. So when I talk to you in public and I share the gospel with you because I'm living in the Lord's Prayer, if you treat me like shit and act like a turd bag, David Rockefeller, they'll gladly kill over me and my grandma. Do you see what I'm saying? Hell, bam, the devil made you do it. Yes, sir. I totally agree. Yes, sir. All right. And so you explain that to people. And it's like, how more intelligent and simple Simon could I be, Barney Fife and Andy Griffith? Ernest T. Psh, don't hit your grandma off a big stick. I mean, so you know what I mean? Dooley, trying to make a dollar. Dooley, slip down the holler. Dooley, give me a swaller and I'll pay you back someday. Lord's Prayer. All right, I don't have to pay you money for that booze that killed my brain cells, picked up my liver, and made me a stupid dumbass that killed people in a driving accident. There you go. I parked the cars, bars, and wars. Share Carrigan, of course, need Bill. Yes. There you go, Dooley. Okay. So, yeah. I love Rob. I adore Robin Williams, I grew up on him and stuff, and you're like, wow, yeah, I know. Yeah. Old John Nazim, they say that about Jim Carrey. You can never turn it off. Turn what off? Guy, are you God? You with me 24/7? Mm-hmm. Do you see me sit quietly in my room for most of the day? Okay, but I can never turn it off, right? Okay, I sit quietly in my room for most of the day, being studied by narcissists that think they're better than me, going, it's obvious you're wrong, but okay, but I can never turn it off. I'm like Jim Carrey and Robin Williams, right? Total spaz, ADHD, adult ADHD, right? I don't want to be doing what I'm doing because it sucks, okay? When I'm doing what I want to be doing, it's going to be radically different, but I won't be being studied by scientists who sit there, hey, cut up the brain. Hey, I'm Andrew Huberman. Hey, buy my Hey, buy my junk. Hey, buy my junk. I feel important when you buy my junk and sell my junk. I'm part owner in the company. How California of you. I understand. So, do you understand? I did not know, I told you guys this because I didn't compete or compare, and I thought everything would work itself out because since 1 and 1 is 2, life's eternal, grace is infinite. You sit there and you think, well, the other human beings will get it. They'll be humble enough to be intelligent. I won't have to take their technology and do it for them. Yeah, you are. Okay. So Suzuki explained to me, going to the mailbox today. Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, I understand. And he's explained that to me hundreds of times. And I still get emotional because I'm being abused. And he understands that. He goes, you have brain injuries. It's okay. Get back up. So I understand the rest of you quite well. I think there's probably not anybody in the world. Okay. I got that yesterday when I was on the roof. I was talking to some people in Somalia and some people in Iran. Okay. And they don't speak English and I don't speak their language. Okay. And these women were upset, okay, my family is speaking to Somali women. They might have been Somali women that don't speak English in Minnesota, I'm not sure. But they were upset about things, and I was like, don't worry about it. Don't love, like Muhammad told me, faith in God and love doesn't get lost in translation. So I can talk to you even though I don't speak your language. God's omniscient, omnipotent. What language does God speak? Okay, do you understand? So we're communicating, right? And they're speaking their language, and I'm speaking the language that I speak. Okay. But we're communicating, right? It's like, well, how is this happening? It's a Rosetta Stone. What can I say? I went to France and learned how to speak with French so I could have sex with a superficial girl in my drama class. I don't know. No. Guys, Muhammad, Earl, does not go. God and faith in God does not get lost in translation. Right. Well, then, okay. Life's eternal, grace is infinite, God's omniscient, omnipotent, right? So what language does God speak? What is the language of the gods? Who are the gods of America? Make it stop. Yes, the Messiah can make the abuse stop, make the murder stop. Okay, because truth is evident and lies obvious. And so, yes, it's happening. It's been happening. Ever since they took me to Sierra Vista, Arizona, and challenged me, and that Smitty guy, well, why are you doing this? It's killing me. Well, you hear what you're saying? It's like, yeah. Why don't you? You're letting it happen to you. He's going all stoic. So you're letting it kill you. Okay, Jesus, you hear that? When you stood up for faithful love and they crucified you, you let them kill you. So you did it to yourself, Jesus. Okay, Earl, that taking that whip and hitting myself with it, boy, how opus dei of my Dan Brown novel. I get you, Jesus. Thank you. Love you too. You're so sarcastic. So are you. I love you too. It's fun, isn't it? Like, how can we love one another because we're the same spirit? Me and the Father are one. Aren't we being narcissistic? Isn't like that whole lady from California named Michael who was married to a guy named Michael? And I sat there and told her, are you sure you love me, or are you just narcissistic and saying it to yourself? And she said, I'm using that on him tonight. Funny. Oh, what do you know for funny? And so, no, we had a good time. Her husband's name was Michael, and her name was Michael. And we were talking. I was just going, and because she's a girl, he's a guy, right? So I kept on coming up with all these, about, are you sure you're narcissistic? I love you, Michael. And we kept joking about it, and she's like, "This is great," and she's like, "I gotta write these down. I'm using them all on him tonight." It's like, the real Susanna Martinez used to do with me with Joel Garcia short jokes. She goes, "Tell me more. I want to use them on Joel." She goes, I know I'm vertically challenged. I know I'm, convinced, I know I'm short and sexy. I get it. I'm okay with it. She's a girl. The tinier you are a girl, the sexier it is. Okay. The tinier you are of a guy, the more, the macho bullshit. And it's hard. Like what happened with Martin Barreras, gorgeous man, strong, kind, good guy. Okay. Abused by this pervert town. Hey, look, it's Mr. Swank and the Danny Amendola and the Pussycats. And what's that? Oh, it's El Chapo and all his tattoo painted child molesting, raping, murdering perverts that were put in business by them so they can feel like heroes instead of all stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Hallelujah, brother, right? So, so I understand insecurities, and I know what it's like to be abused by perverts and have brain damage from them and think, did I do that? Because I used to do that with my ex-wife, Steffi used to call up, and Kay was cool about that. He tried to sexually assault me. And Law was like, no, he didn't. It's Steffi. And Kay sits there and tells, no, Earl didn't do that. And no. She called me over and things like that. And then we got in a sexual situation, and she said, no, stop telling. And I had to go, God damn, that torture on blue balls of shit. Women do, no, not as bad as guys, no. And it was like, oh, that hurts, and it's no fun, and it sucks. Okay. And she better finally decide you have to make up your mind for them. Okay. You have to make up their mind for them. Okay. When someone's been sexually abused and they can't get over it, you just got to leave. Okay. Well, there's life's eternal and grace is infinite. When we're living the Lord's Prayer, that little girl's not going to be in that same situation to be trapped in that cold, cold heart of Hank Williams songs because we have perversion, because we're not living the Lord's prayers. And there's lots of opportunities for child molestation and sexual manipulation. And oh, if you want a job in this town, you're going to have to sleep with all the mobsters that run it around. Al Capone trying to make that town his own, and he called his gang to go against Otto Preminger's propaganda, horror wars. And so, yeah, you see what a horrible person Otto Preminger was. The dynamic, you watch O'Leary on Shark Tank. That's Otto Preminger. Okay. And it's like, well, he's not a bad guy. Are you sure about that? Money's not real, and he uses it to take advantage of people that are being exploited and abused by economic conflict because we deny the perfection of the Lord's Prayer. Are you saying, I'm not saying Harold and Fayard were doing any better. Whoa, that's tough. It's truth. Cab Calloway? No. They're not doing any better. They're in a limo. They're making lots of money. They make lots of money while you live in an outhouse. They live in a penthouse because they're more talented than you and you're just jealous. Okay, so that's a lot like Otto Preminger, only Otto Preminger uses, hey, I got money and laws, I'm ugly, I'm untalented, I'm fat, and but I'm Simon Cowell, but fat and look like Uncle Fester, right? And so, yeah, there you go. Okay. It's the truth. If you don't like it, I guess I'm not going to meet the Nicholas sisters. Okay, do you understand? Or the Marleys. I get it. Okay. Does that bother me? No, not at all. I want to be around people that want to live the Lord's Prayer with all their being, that want to live this faith of Psalms with all their being, and want to sustain it with the loving wisdom of Proverbs. That's who I want to be around. If you didn't want that, and I have to do it for you with technology, I don't want to talk to you after this is all done. I don't want to spend time with you. I don't want to look at you. Can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. Thought by now you'd realize. Just pour yourself a strong one. Remember the days when you were Nora Desmond, when it was the Copacabana, and you were Lola, and Rico taught your Tony? Okay. Yeah, we know. And you were at the Kennedy Center Honors, and everybody wore COVID mask and got up and cheered because of your greatness. Foolish little girl, you didn't want him when he wanted you. He's found another love, it's her he's dreaming of, and there's not a single thing that you can do. But I love him. No, you don't, it's just your pride that's hurt. But I love him. If you got him back again, you'd go right out and do him dirt. Do. That's one Kay's favorite band. Her favorite group is the Shirelles. Her favorite singer is Dionne Warwick. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, Dionne's wonderful. And the Shirelles, the harmonies are neat. They're strong. The vocals is good. I like them. They're cute, but they're regular little black girls. They're not supermodel black girls like the 3 Degrees. Okay, supermodel black girls with nice voices. Supermodel black girls with nice voices. Right? I hate those bitches. Right? Where the Shirelles, you got the chubby girl, the skinny girl. And Dionne Warwick, she's not drop dead gorgeous. Right? She has a gorgeous voice, right? So you see why girls, I like her, because she reminds me more of me. That girl, I fucking hate her. I hate the 3 Degrees. Supermodel gorgeous and sing wonderfully. I hate them, right? And me, no, man. I mean, it's not Terry Stafford's fault that he's really good looking and has a good voice. Right? Okay. And Roy Orbison's not that good looking and has a good voice, right? You know what I mean? So what? I'm not good looking. I want to have a good voice. I want to pay my bills. I wish I could sing like that. I wish I could write songs like that. I wish we were all living the Lord's Prayer, don't you? Foolish little girl, little girl. You didn't want him when he wanted you. He's found another love. It's her he's thinking of. So I'm thinking of the quantum computing. I'm not being mean or anything like that, but I think we've done all. And now that I'm focused, and you got to focus on myself. And Jesus gave me Suzuki so I can help with people on the other side of the world that are really involved in this mechanization of hey, invite, hey. Ninjutsu, hey, poison, hey, ooh, good conversation, oh, propaganda movie. I don't think you really know what that guy was like. Yeah, so Ken Watanabe and Suzuki? No. Okay, Ken Watanabe's character for Last Samurai and Totoro Suzuki? No. Okay, they're very different. Radically different. This isn't The Last Geisha. They're very different people. Totoro Suzuki's more like me. Okay, yeah. I mean, we're different personality, but he's more like me. He has a great sense of humor. He's real fun. He's a sweetheart, And Ken Watanabe's character? Macho and uptight, but protects everybody because he's this brooding superhero like Tom Cruise with the alcohol problem from the Native Americans where they grab your hair and, leave Peter Pettigrew alone. You're a meanie. Okay, drunken asshole. I know. And so, no, he doesn't. Do you think he'll ever figure it out? I think he's like Buddy the Elf. If he hasn't figured out he's human by now, he's never going to. Ling Ling, I only got 80 etch-a-sketches done today. So, yeah, no, Tom Cruise. No, I thought, like Nespresso Man and Brad Pitt and, Matt Damon and the Coconuts from Boston. You think they're going to figure it out. It's like, no, they ain't going to figure it out. They're not elves. It's okay. They haven't figured out they're human. They're okay, General. Someone need a hug? No, don't hug raccoons. It's not a good idea. Okay, don't do it. Okay, take the Lincoln Tunnel and then go marry Zoe Dashel and go ice skating at Rockefeller Center Square, whatever. I don't know. Don't really care. When they no longer have those, some memories need to go away. Yeah, like Nazi parades and statues erected of Nikolai Lenin. He didn't want erected because Stalin didn't put up ones of himself because everybody hated him because he was an asshole. Yeah, that kind of stuff just like the Meister Burger and the marketing and the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. Yes. The wearer of the ring, the bearer of the ring. Some traditions just need to go away. Like the Ku Klux Klan, the Black Panther Party, and the Nation of Islam. They just need to ride off into the sunset with old John Wayne movies for propaganda, for tribalism and genocide, and never Comanche, you fought hard, Comanche, you tried. If we don't have more songs like that for bullshit, that's good. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay. I'm a woman who likes it in the poop shoot, or whatever that was. It's like, no, no, no. When you truly understand the book of Leviticus, because life is eternal and grace is infinite, share, care, given, of course, built to last, relationships built to last. Do not try to sodom each other's eyes to death because they can't get their way. There you go. Get out of prison, get out of jail free card. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go. Yay! Boardwalk, Park Place. It's okay, Eunice. It's okay. That Gong Show sucks, doesn't it? It does. Poor Eunice. Anyone else ever feel sorry for Eunice? My mom did. I used to too. Poor Eunice. She's things just get so crazy. Living life gets hard to do. Or someday it would lead me back to you. No, foolish little girl, little girl. You didn't want. No, I want to see how Edna and Miriam are doing. They kill Michelle. They kill Marianne. They're horrible. I understand that. But I want to see if Brian Leroy Hall's okay and give Ooch a hug, and have Patrick meet Ooch and Miriam and Edna, and if they're alive, maybe we'll see how Gilbert's doing, and Brian and Aaron, and things like that. There are certain little things that I hope they're well. I hope they're surviving this, and I hope they can enjoy and, survive, stop, eliminate abuse, recover. So, I'm always a hopeful person, and I was telling my sister that yesterday. She goes, no, hope is, we don't always need hope. You only need hope when you're not living faithfully. When you're living faithfully, what are you hoping for? It'll take care of itself. Yeah. When you're doing things right, hope is necessary when you're denied faithful love. But when faithful love is present and we're all doing that, you don't have to hope. I hope I can get away from here because these people are wackadoodles. And this is like living in the Quorum of the 12, the Vatican can. Hey, we're in a penthouse in Las Vegas and I can't get out. Help me, help me, help me. Save room for my love. Save room for a moment to be with me. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Shut up. Okay. All right. I love you guys. All right. Peace out.